Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Good day to each and everyone, especially to our dearest teacher, Ma'am Telendo. I am Munisa Tima Mintal and I am a BSCD2. Today we are going to talk about the Rizal's life and works. Let's start chapter 1, A Hero is Born. So our topic outline is Introduction to Dr. Jose Rizal. The word when Rizal was born 1861, the birth of Jose Rizal, and Rizal's parents. So let's begin to our first topic outline, which is Introduction to Dr. Jose Rizal. Dr. Jose Rizal, the greatest hero of the Philippines, was a manly splendid genius. He was richly endowed by God with superb intellectual, moral, and physical qualities. Truly he ranks with the world's geniuses. He was anthropologist, botanist, businessman, cartographer, dramatist, economist, educator, engineer, essayist, entomologist, ethnologist, farmer, folklorist, geographer, grammarian, historian, horticulturist, humorist, lexicographer, linguist, musician, novelist, painter, physician, poet, philologist, philosopher, polemist, psychologist, satirist, sculptor, sportsman, sociologist, surveyor, traveler, and geologist. More than all of these, he was a patriot, hero, and martyr. So the idea on this, as we know that Dr. Jose Rizal is our national hero and he was a multi-talented individual, excelling as a writer, physician, artist, and scientist. His wide-ranging knowledge in the fields like anthropology and history made him one of the world's great minds. Rizal is best remembered for his patriotism and his role as a national hero and martyr. His writings, particularly No Limitagere and El Filibusterismo, expose the injustices of Spanish colonial rule, inspiring the Filipino struggle for independence and cementing his legacy as a champion of freedom. So, let's proceed to our next topic outline, which is the word when Rizal was born. The word when Rizal was born in 1861, the year when Rizal was born, the Philippines was browsing redolently beneath the shadow of the cross. Paz Hispania regained over the entire archipelago. The people, despite their bondage to Spain, were enjoying their serene, simple, and Christian way of life. Comparatively speaking, they were better off than the subject peoples in the English, Dutch, and Portuguese colonies during that age. The Spanish Governor-General then was a good militarist, General Jose Lemery, whose achievement worthy of historical citation was the establishment of the politico-military government of the Visayas and Mindanao. No bloody Muslim piratical raid, no serious native uprising, no frightful upsurge of banditry, and no threat of foreign invasion marred the general tranquility of the land. So in idea, in 1861, when Jose Rizal was born, the Philippines was under Spanish rule during a period of relative peace known as Paz Hispanica. Paz Hispanica refers to a period of relative peace and stability in the Philippines during the Spanish colonial era. The Spanish Governor General Jose Lemery helped maintain order through politico-military governance, fostering a stable environment. This peace allowed Rizal to grow up in a society shaped by deep Christian values and minimal conflict, influencing his early education and worldview. So who is Jose Lemery? Jose Nicolas Francisco Pablo Lemery, ne Ibarola Gonzalez, Marquez of Baroja, to December 2, 1811, April 11, 1886, was a Spanish general who served as the 82 Governor General of the Philippines, 109th Governor of Puerto Rico, Deputy and Senator of Villares. He was distinguished in his military and political career, striving for justice, equality, and fair government in the position he held. Beyond the Philippines, the world faced political strife, social upheavals, and international intrigues. China, unable to stop Western powers from looting her riches, lost more territories and granted more commercial concessions in the Convention of Peking, October 22, 1860. The Taiping Rebellion 1850 to 64 further devastated southern province. Western powers, employed by victories in China, tried to repeat their success in Japan, which was opened to the world in 1854 by American Commodore Mateo C. Perry. However, their efforts were warded by the valiant Japanese people, whose Bushido spirit outmatched the intruders' superior firepower. So in idea, the Taiping Rebellion 1850 to 1864 was a major civil war in China led by the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom against the Qing dynasty. Driven by anti-macho sentiment and millenarian belief, it was one of the deadliest conflicts in history. The rebellion was eventually crushed by Qing government with help from regional armies and foreign support. So who is Bushido? Bushido, or the way of the warrior, is the traditional code of the samurai in feudal Japan, emphasizing honor, courage, loyalty, and discipline. Originating in the 12th century and shaped by Zen Buddhism, Confucianism, and Sento, it guides samurai conduct and has left a lasting impact on Japanese culture. Who is Mateo Perry? Mateo Calabret Perry, April 10, 1794, March 4, 1858, was a United States Navy officer who commanded ships in several wars, including the War of 1812 in the Mexican-American War. He played a leading role in the Perry expedition that ended Japan isolationism and the Convention of Kanagawa between Japan and the United States in 1854. In Indochina, French troops of Emperor Napoleon III, aided by Filipino soldiers from Manila, crushed enemy's resistance in 1858. Saigon was captured by the combined Filipino-French forces, and 4 years later, France acquired Cochin, China. The British East India Company established the British Raj in India and beyond. Surprising the Sepoy Mutiny of 1857 and the Great Cause, England fought three Burmese Wars 1824, 26, 1862, 63, 1885, 86 to subdue Burma in 1861. Benito Juarez restored Mexican independence. That same year, serfs were emancipated in Russia and the U.S. Civil War erupted. So who is Benito? Benito Pablo Juarez Garcia, 21 March 1806 and July 18, 1872, was a Mexican politician, military commander, lawyer, and statesman who served as the 20th President of Mexico from 1858 until his death in office in 1872. Of Zapotec ancestry, he was the first and only indigenous president of Mexico and the first democratically elected indigenous president in the post-colonial Americas. Were being forged into one nation by Bismarck. Despite Austria's opposition south of the Alps, Cavour and Garibaldi were uniting Italians to fight for Italia Redenta against Austria. In France, the Second Napoleonic Empire, troubled domestically and abroad under Napoleon III, was collapsing. Only England enjoyed relative peace and prosperity under Queen Victoria, who defeated Russia in the Crimean War 1853 to 56, acquired rich colonies in the east, and reached new high in diplomacy and literature. Spain, unlike England, fared poorly under Queen Isabella II, 1833 to 68. She had lost her colonies in the New World except Cuba and Puerto Rico. Her decline was worsened by the Carlist War, political squabbles, and her monarch's inept policies, such was the global situation and the time of Rizal advent. So who is Isabella? Isabella II, Spanish. Isabella II Maria Isabella Luisa de Barbon y Barbon, dos Seychelles, 10 October 1830, 9 April 1904, was Queen of Spain from 1833 until her deposition in 1868. She is the only queen regnant in the history of unified Spain. Near midnight on June 19, 1861, in Calamba, Laguna, a frail baby boy was born to the Rizal family. The delivery was difficult and his mother nearly died, but her survival was attributed to her vow to Our Lady Peace and good voyage. The baby, baptized on June 22, was named Jose after Saint Joseph. Jose Rizal Mercado, later known as the Philippines' greatest hero, was the seventh 11 children born to Francisco Mercado Rizal and Teodora Alonzo Rialonda. Both parents were devout, educated, and model Filipino citizens. The hero's father, Francisco Mercado Rizal, 1818 to 1898, was born in Biña, Laguna on May 11, 1818, and died in Manila on January 5, 1898, at the age of 80. He was an educated farmer, having studied in Latin and philosophy at the College of San Jose in Manila. So in his early manhood, after his mother's death, he moved to Calamba and became a tenant farmer of the Dominican estate. He married college-bred Manny Lithna Teodora Alonzo Rialonda on June 28, 1848. Dr. Jose Rizal, his greatest child, affectionately called him a model of fathers. He was a quiet, serious, frugal man, taller than the average Filipino, with wide shoulders, brown complexion, prominent forehead, large dark eyes, large ears, and firm jaws. So the next is the mother of heroes. Uh, the hero's mother, Teodora 1826-1911, was born in Manila on November 8, 1826, and died in Manila on August 16, 1911, at the age of 85. A graduate of Santa Rosa College, she was a talented woman with high culture, business ability, and literary gift. Dr. Jose Rizal, loving her as much as his father, said of her, "My mother is more than a woman of ordinary culture. She knows literature and speaks Spanish better than I. She is mathematician and has read many books. Aside from helping her husband in farming and business, she looked after the education and moral training of her numerous children."